Hey y'all, EJ here. So today's video is just going to be a talking video because I was just thinking about a conversation that I had with somebody at my school, because this semester just got over last week or the week before. Anyway, it's not important. But we were having a discussion about what camera to use and what camera is best and things like that. I'm a DSLR user. I started out with DSLRs. I have used an actual film and video camera before. I just prefer DSLRs because of the size of them, because of their weight, and because of my style of shooting. DSLRs just work better, in my opinion, for me. Yes, there are some downsides to that, but there's downsides to everything, and those downsides are things that I'm willing to work with. And so we were having this conversation about DSLR versus actual video cameras, and the person was on the side of the actual video cameras and I was on the side of DSLR cameras, and pretty much their argument point was that it's more clear and more clarity and blah blah, so on and so forth. But I was like, well, I still get that with my videos. I still get that with my videos. I was like, so, there's a lot of things that go into that, not just my style of filming that I found that I like, that works for me, but also the price point. A lot of the actual video cameras can cost $2,500 and up, unless you get them used or whatever, which is possible. I've bought used cameras off of eBay before, and they were, pretty good. So, actually really good. So, it just depends, but it's just like when you're starting out, unless you have it, you don't have $3,000 to only spend on a camera. And your camera is not the only thing you need. You need lenses, which is separate. You need an audio system of some kind, which is separate. You need tripods, you need lights, you need all types of stuff. And so if I have $3,000 like in total, that's my budget to get the equipment that I need, I'm not going to go and only buy a video camera for $3,000, because then I can't use it. I don't have a lens, and then let's say I found a package where I got a camera and a lens, but I don't have audio equipment. So there's a study somewhere, we read it in school, how school is, but is that your videos are 50% audio. So if the audio is off, the people aren't going to enjoy it. You can have the best camera in the world, but if your audio sucks, people aren't going to watch it. And so if I have $3,000 and I get a camera and maybe a lens, but my audio sucks, I don't care how good your video is. People aren't going to watch your movie because the audio sucks. In this day and age, anybody could do anything, pretty much. But when you're starting out, you don't always have the biggest budget. And so I just wanted to say, do what's best for you. Figure it out. If you need a camera right away, go DSLR first. That's just my opinion. I'm sure there are people out there that disagree with me, but that is my opinion. If you're just starting out, get a DSLR. There's very few of us who have enough money to get an actual video camera and all the other equipment we need right off the bat. So, with DSLRs, you can practice and see. And actually, these days and age, there are some DSLR cameras that have absolutely incredible quality. And so, you don't have to shell out that much money, $3,000 only on a camera. You can get a camera and some other accessories for $3,000. So, and I'm just saying $3,000 because that's actually the number we were talking about. But, of course, it's less than that. Like my first actual camera that I started filming on, and if you go back, some videos, I've done many since then, but if you go back some videos on my YouTube channel, my first one where I really started getting serious was the Canon T6i, the Rebel series. And that is a pretty good camera for the price. So, don't play keep up with the Joneses. That's a very dangerous game, because you're always going to be stressed out about, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have A, B, D, C, Y, elemental P, X, Z. It's too stressful. Start where you are and master that. And the other thing is that these people that may be pressuring you to buy all this new equipment, now it wants to blow. So the other thing is that these people that are trying to pressure you into buying new equipment are not giving you a dime. It's like, if you think I should have it so bad, why don't you pay for it? You know what I mean? It's just like, don't let people pressure you into spending your rent money, your insurance money, your gas money, your food money, to buy equipment that you don't necessarily need right then. Now, am I saying you don't need to upgrade ever? No, I'm not saying that at all. I think upgrades are good. I think as you get more clients or you get more jobs or whatever avenue you're working in, you make more money, save that money, keep up on what's going on, figure out what would be best for you, see how much it costs, set that goal, save that money so that you can buy it. I think upgrades are great, and it's always fun getting new things, but there is literally like cameras coming out every other month. And not really, but you get what I mean. It's kind of like the iPhone thing. Like, before you get used to the 6, there was a 6S, all that type of stuff. It's just like technology is going to forever keep improving, keep going fast, and that's just the environment that filmmakers, videographers, actually anybody in technology period, that's just the environment that it's in. But you have to make the decision of what is best for you. Nobody else can make that decision for you. You have to decide what kind of style you're going to have, and what equipment fits best with your style, and then what equipment fits best with your style and your budget. Because unless they're giving you a dime, they have no say in what you have. And even if they are giving you a dime, if they're trying to say, oh, you can only have this if you get this, in some cases you have to evaluate. Is that something that is actually good for you? Is it something that you actually want? Or are they saying you can only get this piece of equipment or this camera, and it's not the camera that you want? So you have to take all those things into consideration. Everything that glitters is not gold. So you have to make the decision, and don't feel pressured to keep up with the Joneses. Just don't. I've been through it, and I know what it feels like, and sometimes it still happens. Sometimes you still get that pressure because, the red cameras is all, the crave, the rage, whatever it is right now. And those are great cameras. They really are. Do I want to own a red one day? Yeah, I do, actually. It's not going to happen right now because have you seen the price tag on those things? So it's like, yes, one day I want to own a red camera. I really do. But it's just not going to happen right now. Is it on my vision board? Yeah, it is, actually, because that's where I want to go eventually. It's not going to happen right now. Now, to go back to the example I was saying before, if somebody says, hey, here's a red camera for you, I bought it for you, I see what you're doing, I believe it in you, here's one, I would totally take it. Okay? I would totally take it. There are actually a couple other cameras that I would totally take too. But as far as camera goes, there are certain things that I wouldn't take because, I don't know if you can tell for the videos, but I am barely pushing 5'2". My personality is bigger than what I actually am in the physical sense. But there are cameras out there that are extremely heavy. And so if somebody says, hey, here's this camera for you, but it's like a really, really heavy camera, and it does not work with any of the other equipment that I have, and I'm going to have to spend thousands upon thousands of dollars to buy new equipment, I'm probably going to say no. That's the other thing you have to keep in mind, is that I know there's adapters for things, for different lenses to fit to different cameras, and sometimes those work, most of the times those work, but I use Canon. That's just what I like. There are other, sounded like there's animal. There are other great companies out there. I know Sony makes great cameras. I know Nikon makes great cameras. I just prefer Canon. I just do. It's just one of those things that it's just, this is what I like. This is what I like. Not saying I don't like any other cameras, but this is what I like. Plus, my collection at this point is to the fact where all my lenses are Canon lenses. They work with Canon cameras. And so when I look to upgrade, I'm automatically going to look at Canon cameras. Yes, I know there's adapters and things like that, but sometimes I just don't feel like dealing with it, just to be honest. So you don't have to stick with one brand. That's totally up to you. I'm just telling you guys what I do and what I prefer, what I use. Anyway, I just wanted to come and tell you guys that, because even though this conversation happened about 2 weeks ago, it was still just, you know, on my mind. And so I just wanted to, you know, share my thoughts and share where I am. You know, just do what you can with what you have, and you can make some amazing things. There's been movies made on iPhone cameras, and that's my biggest argument, because this isn't the first time that this conversation has happened, but this is one of the main things I say. There's been movies that have won, you know, worldwide awards that are on Netflix, you know, have gotten Netflix contracts that were filmed on an iPhone. So don't tell me that in order to win awards or get big clients or things like that, I need to have a camera that's out of my budget at this point. But when my budget grows, I'll get one. But for now, I'll stick with what I have. It's more about the person behind the camera. And the lights. Lights are very, very important. You know, it's about the lights, it's about the audio, it's about the lenses. There are a lot of things that go into making any type of production. So, yeah. Oh, it's a Southwest plane. So, that's all me and my bun have for today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And again, this doesn't just apply to cameras and videographers and cinematographers and filmmakers. This can apply to everything. You know, don't keep up with the Joneses. Do what you can do to the best of your ability at this point, and then upgrade as necessary when you can without stressing yourself out. Because what's the use of having a $5,000 camera or a $50,000 car or, you know, anything like that, and you're homeless or you're hungry because you can't eat? What's the point? Exactly. So if you agree, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you tune in every week for a weekly video, whatever video it may be. Also, I'll put the links down below in the description box. Connect with me. I'm on Instagram most of the time, but I do have a Facebook and a Twitter, but I prefer to use Instagram, so feel free to connect with me on Instagram. I love interacting with people on there. And then also down below in the link, the summer film series is on a roll. I have 2 of the pages done. So there's trailers, posters, behind the scene pics. There's a place where you can buy tickets when they go on sale. They go on sale actually soon. So check those out for me and let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend. Bye.